everyone, my name is Hessa Valle and I work with Naturescapes as part of the UPLIFT leadership team as the UPLIFT coordinator. Before I tell you about UPLIFT, let me give you some background information. UPLIFT is a $2.1 million contract that comes from the Economic Development Administration as part of the COVID-19 relief funds. The American Rescue Plan Act distributed competitive funds and also non-competitive funds all over the U.S. Each state got a certain amount of non-competitive funds that went to the governor's office. In North Carolina, Governor Cooper gave it to the Rural Economic Development Division within the Department of Commerce. Then they distributed to a number of programs around the state, one of them being UPLIFT. Before I dive into UPLIFT, you might want to know about these three programs. The Appalachian Regional Commission has a program called CORE, Creating Outdoor Recreation Economies, and they provide technical assistance for outdoor recreation, strategic planning, mapping, and asset development plans for local governments in rural communities. The Main Street program is working on a Main-to-Main program, which is a trail system that connects the main communities. And then we have the North Carolina Restaurant and Lodging Association, and they're using their funds to pay the American Hotel Lodging Association for training so that people in North Carolina can do the training for free. So now that you know about them, let me tell you about UPLIFT. So UPLIFT is all about rural tourism. Our goal is to support tourism through community-driven efforts. After we learn what you want to happen in your community, we will do our best to connect the various stakeholders in your county to support their needs. UPLIFT is not about destination marketing planning. It's about supporting communities by filling in the gaps where they would like it to be filled. UPLIFT does not offer funding for infrastructure, but rather for services, activities, and support. However, as a big part of the program, we will connect you with programs, agencies, and organizations that do have funding for infrastructure. This is the leadership team. We have Carol Klein, who is the Hospitality and Tourism Professor at Appalachian State University, Simon Jones, who is the founder of Naturescapes, and we are working with Kofi Boone, who is a Landscape Architect Professor at North Carolina State University. So we have 5 objectives that highlight what we're trying to achieve through the program. The main goal is to develop multi-night itineraries across the regions that we'll be working in. We want to scale and enhance the experience you have in your county and want to support any innovation, any entrepreneurs that wish to start or grow their activities and businesses. We also want to offer technical assistance to build capacity and skills where it's needed. Our main one is that we really want to tell the stories of the community, the county, and the regions. There will be workshops and focuses dedicated specifically to storytelling. And all along, we want to integrate all 3 types of sustainability: economic sustainability, sociocultural sustainability, and environmental sustainability. Within North Carolina, we are going to be working with 17 counties. These counties were selected through a number of elements that came into play. There needed to be a mix of tourism assets, transportation corridors, and due to the project being funded through COVID relief funds, the counties shown here had visitor expenditures in 2020 decreased in 2021. We will be working with all 17 counties on a regional approach because due to resources and time, we found that it would be the most beneficial to all. Now, UPLIFT is a 3-year program broken down into 3 phases. Phase 1 began in November 2022 and lasts about 6 months. During this time, UPLIFT focused on introducing the program to the communities and getting to know them and understanding their priorities and needs and how UPLIFT can provide them with value for communities in each region. Now, phase 2 will happen twice, and each time will be about 12 months each. This is where all the technical assistance and professional development happens. The services that you see here are not everything that UPLIFT can provide. And this is because this is a base menu that UPLIFT is offering, but based on the community's needs and priorities, it can be customized. Within it, there are 4 main tracks. We have the community members that are interested in festivals. We have attractions, whether that is nonprofit, privately owned, or government-owned attractions. And we also have tourism businesses. entrepreneurs, no matter where you are in your life cycle, there will be an entire track of programming for each and every one of these tracks. Like I mentioned previously, storytelling training, grant and loan support, building itineraries for the region are all some of the services that Uplift will be able to provide. We want to be an extra set of hands in supporting the efforts that are already in place. We also have a track for the DMO and their boards on how DMOs and government agencies work with their communities, serve the communities, but also educate the community about the benefits of tourism. Phase 2 will end with a friendly familiarization tour where community members can test out the itineraries for each region. The idea of this friendly fam tours is to practice for the media familiarization trip, which will take place in Phase 3. Phase 3 is where the program will wrap up. This is where the real media fam tour happens. TripAdvisors, social media influencers, tour operators, and other marketers will come to the regions to experience what the counties have to offer. This is in part for the regions to tell their stories. Throughout the program, we will be in contact with the media. So that way the relationship is being built from the beginning and they get excited to be part of the fam trip at the end. In addition, Uplift will wrap up evaluating and monitoring the impact within the regions. And finally, if you are as excited about the program as we are, here are ways you can get involved. Be sure to check out our website, uplifttourism.com, which has a lot more information about the program. If you want to stay on the know of what is happening, please sign up for our updates by scanning the QR code you see here. Also, help us spread the word. And if you're interested in being part of the program, please let us know. Here is all the leadership contact information. Feel free to contact any of us as we want to connect with you directly in your communities. Thank you so much for your time.